Hey guys, it's Carl. Out in the woods today, kind of catching up on what's going on out here, and then I'm going to go check all my trail cameras and collect all the cards. But a couple months ago, I was given opportunity to check out and do a review on the iZeeker IG200 trail cam. Now this is one of their inexpensive entry-level trail cameras, but it's really quite capable. It's got a lot of great features, and for what it costs, it's a very capable camera. So this camera can shoot 1080p HD video as well as up to 20 megapixel photographs, and again, all that's adjustable and you can tweak all that in the menu. It can shoot both daytime and nighttime. It's got no glow LEDs. I think there's 38 no glow LEDs in there, so it won't spook the critters in front of them. But yeah, pretty solid camera. It's got a lot of features. So inside the camera, there's this LCD screen and then all the menu buttons, and this is where you're going to set all the options up here. So again, you can set the different resolutions for photographs, you can set the definition of your video, high def. Again, I'm out here all the time. I check my cameras at least once a week or so, so I put everything on the highest settings I can because there's really no chance I'm going to fill the cards right up. But if you're leaving it out for a long time, that's something you got to think about, that you may fill up your card and miss a lot of stuff. So set it up where if you're going to be a long time, I would put it on lower settings, and if you're going to be out here on a regular basis, then set it as high as you can. But again, this is where you set it all up. Screen's nice and bright, easy to read, and you can actually play through your videos and things that you've got in the bush. So if you get to the bush and don't want to take your cards out and change it out, you can see what's going on right on the screen here. And again, you can set up the trigger, whether it's very sensitive or less sensitive. I always set it on medium. I tried setting it on different sensitivities, and if you have it too sensitive, every little leaf blowing by the camera sets it off, and if it's too high, you can miss some things. So medium seems to be the sweet spot for me. I've picked up squirrels, I've picked up birds, I've picked up deer, coyotes, raccoons, everything. So medium seems to be the sweet spot that picks up pretty much everything you want. The settings are really easy to go through. You can change the temperature settings, the time, the date. All that stuff's customizable here on the menu here. This camera shoots daytime and nighttime, but I've found it really excels in bright conditions. So during the daytime, when it's bright and sunny like this, the photos and videos are amazing. The lower lights, evening, morning, of course it's going to get a little grainy like most cameras because of the low light. Nighttime, it's pretty good actually with the 38 no glow LEDs. It doesn't spook the animals, but it also gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on in the woods. It's not super clear at night, obviously, and if your target's too close to the camera, sometimes it can wash out a bit. It's too bright. So the real proof is in the photos and videos that the camera takes. So I'm just going to show you a pretty good compilation of stuff I've collected over the last couple months. Got a good selection of critters and things, but this will give you an idea of what this camera is actually capable of. So as you can tell, audio is not the strong point of this camera. The microphone is inside the case, so it really doesn't pick up the audio very well at all. So if audio is important to you, this probably isn't the camera for you. But if you're just looking for pictures and photos and videos, it's really quite good, as you can see with these sunny conditions here. So with no sound, I'm just going to let it run so it'll be kind of quiet. I didn't want to put an audio track or anything over it because I really want you to get the feel of what's going on with the camera and what the camera is actually picking up. But as you can see, for video quality here with the sunshine, it's really quite good. You can see on the date stamp along the bottom there too, these are in no real order, they're just kind of randomized, but I have the temperature set for Celsius. You can see the date, the time, what kind of camera it is, your battery level. It's you can get a lot of information onto that info strip on the bottom. Here you can see it's raining quite hard, and really no problems with water in the unit, and no condensation, nothing like that. That rubber seal along the edge here really seals it up pretty good. So yeah, I didn't have any trouble with condensation. I did occasionally have trouble on the lens itself, because if I had it in a shadier area, especially in the morning, it might have some condensation on the lens, but that's no fault of the camera, that's just the weather conditions. And as soon as the sun came up, it would burn it off pretty quick anyways. But here we're into some fall conditions, so again, less green, a lot of browns and grays, but the detail's really quite good still in these brighter conditions. Here's a little bit of snow, so again, a little bit brighter conditions again with some snow and looking good. Lots of snow here, and again, really good definition, nice and bright. So here we are with like an evening shot, so it's just dark enough that the infrareds are turning on, but it's still bright enough that it's quite light out, and it kind of looks like black and white film, but again, great definition even in the low light conditions like that. And now we're into the nighttime. And again, as long as they're back away from the camera a bit, it's pretty good detail. Like you can tell what it is, it looks pretty good. The only problem you have is when they're too close to the camera, they do wash out a little bit just because of it's fairly bright right in front of the camera. Like this guy, you lose the detail when his face came real close like that. You can't see the detail anymore, but that's only because he's so close to the camera. If he was back a couple feet, he would look good. But yeah, pretty happy with the night shots here. They're pretty good, and you can really see the definition, see the buck and his antlers, and yeah, he looks pretty good. But now we'll get on to some photos here. And again, volatile light conditions, not a lot of those greens, but good definition, good quality photos. There's some movement here. There's no blur. Here's with the snow. Again, really good, nice and bright, good definition. Your night shots are pretty good. Again, as long as they're back from the camera a bit, they look really good. A little grainy, of course, but it's nighttime, so that's all you can really expect. So as you can see from those photos and videos, that's a pretty decent camera. Definitely an entry-level camera, but pretty decent photos and videos. So if you're not looking to spend a whole lot of money on a trail camera, or you're just getting into it, or you're in an area where you're afraid it's just gonna go missing, this is a great option. The iZeeker IG200, pretty inexpensive, yet very capable. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little review, and I hope I'll see you outside.